Okay, so here's the deal. If you have a child that has a hard time saying words with the R sound in them, then you're going to want to follow this proven process that's used by speech therapists that you can use at home, where it shows you how to go from the very beginning step of making the R on its own and working all the way up to being able to use it in all levels of communication. And I show you how you can do this at home. So if you haven't seen it yet, check out the very first step, which is teaching your child to make the R in isolation, or the R just on its own. And once your child is able to make just the sound pretty consistently, then you can jump into this video, which is step 2 of working on R and syllables. And the great thing about this quick and easy step is this is going to help propel your child forward to being able to make the R sound in words. So like I mentioned, this is step 2 of R and syllables. And all it is just taking the R sound and adding a vowel to the R to create a syllable. So first we'll take the R and we will add a vowel after the R. And what this is going to look like is you're going to have the R plus the vowel name or the sound that it makes. So when you practice it, it'll look like this: ray, ra, re, re, ry, ri, ro, ra, ru, ra. And you could see as I was demonstrating all those different combinations for you, I was holding out the R and exaggerating it. And when you're practicing with your child, you want to make sure that starting out, you have them hold out that R sound, because what we're doing is we are taking their ability to make the R sound and then we're adding on one extra little level. It's the next step of being able to add the vowel. And so we're training their tongue to get used to making this a longer production and making it more and more complex as we go. And as you're practicing these combinations with your child, when they do it correctly for the first time, then try and have them repeat that 3 to 5 times, because when they do it correctly, we want to have them do that motion over and over in that moment to help their tongue really get used to building that muscle memory, so that there is now that new association with making the R and the vowel, that's how it's done. The other way that we practice R at the syllable level is by placing a vowel before the R. Now, these combinations with the vowel before the R are known as vocalic R. And there are 6 types that I will go through with you. The 6 types of vocalic R are R, or, ire, air, and ear. And for practicing the vocalic R, one thing that I would recommend is that you write all of these down. And then as you go to have your child say them, first model it for them and then have them try saying it with you. And on your paper, just mark down if your child is able to say it or not. And you can do plus or minus or check marks, however you want to do that. But just so you can get an idea of which ones are easier for your child to say and which of the vocalic R's are the most difficult for your child. Once you have that list, then go through and find the ones that are easiest for your child and just practice that over and over, and then gradually have it be more and more difficult. So start with the easiest ones that they can do, and then move on to the ones that are a little bit more difficult, and then down to finally the hardest ones. And a lot of times when kids are practicing the vocalic R, if you're noticing that they're not getting a strong R in there, for example, or might sound like o, or R might sound like aw. So what's happening is the tongue isn't in place where it needs to be, and it's usually falling down and sometimes coming forward. So if you need to, you can review my step 1 video where I show you how to make the R in the right placement. So if your child is having a hard time, you can just remind them to bring their tongue back and up so that the sides of their tongue are touching those top molars back here. Or if they prefer the retroflex R, then you can just remind them to bring their tongue back, up, and curl the tip of the tongue. And as you're practicing these, if you have any questions or concerns, then go ahead and let me know in the comments down below what questions you have. Then once your child has gone through these different combinations and they're feeling pretty confident in being able to make those with minimal to no help, then you can go ahead and move on to working on R at the word level, which is step 3. Thanks for watching, and with that, we are one step closer to unlocking your child's voice one sound at a time. Now, I hope you will try that out this weekend and let me know in the comments down below how it goes and if you have any questions. And I hope that you will share your goodness with someone today, and I will see you in the next one.